All right, Studio Art, it is time for us to get drawing. I'm going to give you a couple of tips and tricks when it comes to drawing something specific like we are going to be drawing. For this assignment, you're going to draw a shoe or a piece of footwear. Find one in your house, take a nice picture of it. I had my daughter hold a flashlight on this just so I can make sure it was lit up enough and I could see all the details, but get a nice reference picture first, and that will help you along the way. Now, as far as tips and tricks goes for drawing, number one is to look at your subject more. All right, you might think that good drawers or good artists are good at drawing. They don't have to look at things, they can draw right out of their head. That is not the case. The best drawers are good lookers, good seers. They can find the details in their work and they are comparing what they have on the paper to what they have in front of them. So challenge yourself to look at your subject at least half of the time. All right, that means do a little drawing, do a couple lines on your paper, then look up, compare what you have on your paper to what you have in front of you. Number two, and this might sound silly, but don't name what you're drawing. We're all drawing a shoe, we're all trying to draw a shoe, but don't call it that when you are drawing it. I want you looking specifically for lines in your reference. All right, all we have is this pencil with this graphite on the end. A shoe is not going to come out of it. But lines are what this thing was made for. So look for lines in your reference image that you can put. These edges here, that's a line I can draw in there. All right, this edge right here is a line. The edges around these little clasps here are lines. I'm not drawing a clasp, I'm drawing that curvy line right there. Sounds silly, try it out, it'll help you a lot. Number three, I said it already, compare what you have on your paper to your reference image. Look back and forth constantly. Good artists are artists that can do that. Look for the different shapes and how they are different in your drawing than the reference and adjust them so they can be closer to your reference image. All right. Number four, start out very vague, very generally. I put my process here and on the website so you could see. This is really basic. All right, start with the basic shapes, start with the basic lines, make sure those are right, compare, and gradually add more and more detail. All right, try and draw with the whole picture in mind instead of getting one part finished and moving on, because if you finish that part and it's in the wrong spot, you gotta waste all that time you spent making that done and just scooch it over a little bit. So make sure things are in the right spot. Make sure they're the right size before you go into any more detail on them. Okay? And last, I know this is tough for a lot of people, especially those who say that they're not good at art, but take your time. Get a chunk of time that you can spend on this. The longer that you can have focused time drawing, the better you're going to get at it. All right. There's science that talks about the two halves of the brain. There's one that's good at all the things we need to have for drawing, and there's the other side, which is good at math, which is good at talking and communicating, and they don't like to work together. All right. So if you can, turn your phone off. Let your family know I'm going to be drawing for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't want to be bothered, and really focus in. You'll notice about that, once you've been drawing for 5 minutes without any distractions, you'll end up being able to tell, oh, this isn't right, I need to fix this and this and put this line here. The longer you can stay focused, the better. Okay? So those are my tips and tricks for you. I hope they help you out. I hope you try them out. And I hope you take your time. This is what we're going to be working on this for 2 days, just the line art part of this. So take your time, make it nice, and follow those tips that I just gave you.